Thank you for tuning into our Bible reading today. Our Bible reading comes from Romans 1:12. In the beginning of Romans, Paul gives us this idea that he would like to come and visit the people of Rome. And in Romans 1:12, he gives the reason why he would like to visit the people of Rome. And he says this, he says, that you and I may be mutually encouraged by each other's faith. It seems that Paul needed to be encouraged. It seems that the Roman people need to be encouraged. It seems that the people of today's world need to be encouraged also. Let me tell you this story. I'm the father of 7 kids, and 3 of them have been recently adopted in the past 4 years. They're adopted from Bogota, Colombia, and the adoption was one of the hardest things that I've ever done in my life, one of the most stressful and hardest things. To give you encouragement and me encouragement, today is one of the greatest blessings that I've ever had. The kids are wonderful, and it is a great blessing to myself. But at the time, it was very difficult. Give you an idea of how difficult it was. One day we took the kids for a walk in a park, and we were about a mile away from our car in which we took, and all of a sudden our daughter, who was 10 years old at that time, just started beating on her 9-year-old, and I separated them, but within seconds she was back at it, mercilessly wailing on him, and I separated them once again. And yet a third time she came after him again, just beating him and beating him. I took her, I put her on my back for a back ride back to the car, and here I've got this angry 60-pound girl on my back, and she began immediately giving instructions to the 9-year-old boy to kick me and to punch me and to hit me and knock me down. And he did try to do all those things. And that gives you an idea of how tremendously stressful it was. I was relating this story in Bogota to a young lady who was there, and she stopped and she said, "You know, Tim, sometimes God uses his best soldiers to accomplish his hardest task." And I was so encouraged by what she said. I didn't think I was any bit of a soldier at that moment, but just the words there were a great encouragement to me. And I want to encourage you to make positive comments to people, to look for ways to encourage other people. Reject negative comments. We all know the bad things about ourselves. Quit looking for faults in other people. Everyone knows the faults that they have, and they don't want to be reminded of it. They want to be encouraged is what they need in life. We need to encourage one another and encourage one another in the faith. And one of the most important things I think to do is to write encouraging comments to people. In back of me, these letters in back of me have been notes that people have written over the years to encourage me. And I want to encourage you to do that. And just as Paul said, mutually encourage each other. I pray that you find some blessing from his word today.